Women test men. This isn't controversial, it's reality. But here's what changed. The tests used to be about finding a good man. Now they're about finding a controllable one, and men are finally recognizing the tests. And instead of trying to pass them, they're choosing to fail on purpose. Because passing doesn't get you the girl, it gets you a relationship where you're constantly proving yourself. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 7 ways modern women test men, and why the right response is to fail every single one. Before we get into it, have you been tested like this? Comment "tested" if you have. Comment "never" if you haven't. And if you're finding value here, hit that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Test number 1. She creates unnecessary drama to see if you'll chase her. Here's the first test. She starts an argument over nothing, gets upset about something small, creates drama where there shouldn't be any, and then she waits to see what you'll do. Will you chase her, apologize even though you did nothing wrong, beg her to talk to you, prove that you care by dropping everything to fix it? That's what she's testing, how much effort you'll put in when she withdraws, and most men fail by trying to pass. They chase, they apologize, they prove their interest by tolerating manufactured drama. But here's why you should fail this test on purpose. Walk away. When she creates drama for no reason, don't engage, don't chase, don't apologize for something you didn't do. Just say, "Let me know when you're ready to talk like adults," and then go do something else. According to relationship research, partners who refuse to engage with manufactured conflict establish healthier communication patterns than those who reinforce drama through pursuit. What that shows is by failing this test, you actually create a better dynamic. You teach her that drama doesn't work on you. Test number 2. She flirts with other men in front of you. Here's the second test. She makes a point of mentioning other men, talks about guys who hit on her, flirts with someone in front of you, anything to make you jealous. She's testing if you'll get insecure, if you'll compete, if you'll try harder to keep her attention. And most men fail by trying to pass. They get jealous, they compete, they give her more attention to prove they're better than the other guy. But here's why you should fail. Don't react at all. When she mentions other men, say something like, "Sounds like you have options. Good for you." And mean it. Because if she's trying to make you jealous, she's playing games. And you don't play games. According to research on mate retention strategies, jealousy displays often signal insecurity and lower mate value, while indifference signals confidence and abundance. In other words, by not caring when she tries to make you jealous, you become more attractive, not less. Test number 3. She suddenly becomes distant to see if you'll panic. Here's the third test. She was warm, affectionate, engaged. And suddenly she's cold, distant, less responsive. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. She just pulled back to see what you'd do. Will you panic? Text more? Ask what's wrong? Try to figure out what you did? Prove that you need her by chasing when she withdraws? That's the test. And most men try to pass by pursuing, by asking what's wrong, by trying to fix something that isn't actually broken. But here's why you should fail. Match her energy. She pulls back, you pull back. She's distant, you're busy, she's less responsive. So are you. Don't chase distance. Mirror it, because if she's creating distance to test you, she'll quickly realize it's not working, and she'll come back, or she won't. Either way, you maintained your self-respect. According to research on relationship dynamics, partners who maintain consistent behavior regardless of the other's withdrawal are perceived as more secure and attractive. So don't chase, just match her energy. Test number 4. She makes unreasonable demands to see if you'll comply. Here's the fourth test. She asks for something unreasonable, something that requires you to sacrifice your boundaries. and she frames it as, if you really cared, you would do this. Most men try to pass by complying. They prove their devotion by crossing their own boundaries. But here's why you should fail. Say no, clearly, calmly. I care about you, but I'm not doing that. According to research on boundary maintenance, individuals who consistently enforce boundaries report higher satisfaction and are perceived as more attractive. So setting boundaries doesn't push her away, it increases respect. Test number 5. She criticizes you to see if you'll defend yourself or shrink. Here's the 5th test. She criticizes something about you, your job, your hobbies, your friends, and she watches how you respond. Most men either defend excessively or accept the criticism and promise to change. But here's why you should fail. Just dismiss it casually. She says something critical, you respond with, "Okay, noted," and move on. According to social psychology research, people who respond to criticism with indifference are perceived as more confident. So by not engaging, you fail the test, and she respects you more. Test number 6. She brings up past relationships to compare you. Here's the 6th test. She talks about her ex, about what he did, about how he treated her, and she's watching to see if you'll compete. Most men try to pass by showing they're better than her ex, but here's why you should fail. Don't engage. When she brings up her ex, respond with, "Sounds like you're not over him. Let me know when you are." According to relationship research, constant references to past relationships indicate incomplete emotional closure. So by refusing to compete with her past, you establish that you're either chosen fully or not at all. Test number 7. She threatens to leave to see if you'll beg her to stay. And now the 7th test, the nuclear option. She threatens to leave, to end it, to walk away, and she watches to see if you'll panic, if you'll beg, if you'll promise to change, if you'll convince her to stay. That's the ultimate test of control. Will you chase when she threatens to leave? And most men fail by trying to pass. They panic, they beg, they promise everything. They prove that she has all the power. But here's why you should fail spectacularly. When she threatens to leave, help her pack, not out of anger, not out of spite, but out of respect for both of you. If you want to leave, I respect that. I'm not going to beg you to stay. And then let her leave. Actually, let her go. According to research on relationship power dynamics, partners who refuse to negotiate when threatened with abandonment often find the threatening partner returns with increased respect and commitment. So by calling her bluff, you either end a toxic dynamic or she realizes you're not someone she can control. Either way, you win. So let's bring this all together. 7 ways women test men: creating drama, flirting with others, becoming distant, making unreasonable demands, criticizing you, comparing you to exes, and threatening to leave. And you should fail every single one. Not by being mean, but by refusing to play. Because these tests aren't about finding a good man. They're about finding a controllable one, a man who'll chase, compete, and bend. And if you pass, you don't win a relationship. You win a position of permanent audition. But when you fail these tests, 2 things happen. Either she respects you and stops testing, or she leaves because she can't control you. And both outcomes are good. You either get a better relationship or avoid a terrible one. The right woman doesn't test you. She chooses you and builds with you. So stop trying to pass tests designed to make you chase and comply. Just fail them, deliberately. Which test have you experienced most? Drop a number 1 through 7 in the comments. And if this changed how you think about tests, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe. More real talk coming. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next one.